Hey everybody, Darren here. So this is exciting. So I am going to be discussing this new series I've put together called Single Dad Life. I think that probably one of the hardest jobs in the world. It's not being an attorney, it's not being in the military, it's not being a fitness professional. It's actually being a single dad. It's one of the most challenging but rewarding jobs that you can have. I don't think most people start out wanting to be a single parent. I know I didn't. Most people, I don't think, go into things thinking, hey, you know what? I'm going to get married. I'm going to have a couple kids. And then, you know what? I'm going to get divorced so I can be a single dad. I see people hopping on. This is exciting. So, anyway, let me jump back on to my little live here. So, what I wanted to talk about was my series, Single Dad Life. So I'm going to be talking about a whole variety of things. When you're thrust into this very challenging situation as a single parent, I mean, there's all kinds of things that came at me that I didn't expect. You get sad, you feel lonely, you get depressed, there's so much stress, and you can't sleep. So I'm hoping that through my struggles and from what I learned, I can help others maybe avoid some of the pain that I went through. So I'm going to be covering a wide array of topics here. I'm going to be covering time management. And I really think time management is one of the most important things, because if you don't manage your time, time's going to manage you. And if you, especially as a single parent, you're running all over the place, you feel like a chicken with your head cut off. You're going from, waking them up in the morning to getting them to school to, making sure that all your task work get done, to then picking them up and taking them to some kind of a practice. Then you got to make sure homework gets done, that they get their baths, that, that they're fed. I mean, I have never forgotten that one. And then get them into bed. And then that routine, then you got to go through it all over again. So the time management, super important. I've also done, I read a lot, read a lot of personal development books, and I found a whole bunch of them that really help with your mindset, because I felt like, my self-worth had gone way down. I was struggling day to day. I just didn't feel like, that my life was, I just felt like everything was just out of where it should be. So mindset, super important, and lots of great books out there. And I'm going to go through a couple of the books that I really feel help with mindset. And also, as a single dad, one of the things that you have to deal with is dating. And there's all kinds of apps out there. There's different social functions you can go to. I'm not claiming to be any kind of an expert, but I've played around with the different apps and the different ways of meeting people, and I actually found someone that's pretty fantastic. So maybe I can give you some advice along the way on what I did to find someone using these tools, because I can tell you I was with the same person for 16 years. I never expected to be thrown back out into the dating world. So here I am. So those are some of the topics I plan on covering in my Single Dad Life series. So today's topic is time management. Like I said, time management is so important. I mean, everybody has the same 24 hours in a day, and it just goes by like, whoosh, like I'm amazed how quickly a day just flies by. It's just gone. So you need to manage your time. You need to make sure that you're using tools that are going to help you so that you're not forgetting things, so that everything is getting done. And the best tool that I found is called PlannerPad. You can get it at www.plannerpads.com. So plannerpads.com. I have no affiliation whatsoever with PlannerPads. I just find it to be a fantastic tool. So the way that PlannerPad works, and the reason I really like it, it's quite different from most of the other day planners and other things that are out there for time management, is that it starts, it has 3 rows. So the first row, you put your general topics. So I would put like household, I would put kids, I would put work, uh, fitness, uh, work, business. So I put those topics up top. And what you put up here is things you want to either accomplish for the week or accomplish somewhere down the road. Not too far down the road. You don't want to go like months down the way, but things that you want to get done. Like, so I would put clean garage under household, clean basement, paint guest room, things that I want to get done, but I'm not going to be able to do, in a single day or in any particular day in the week. Maybe under kids, planned birthday party, something along those lines. So these are the general topics, things, goals that you want to accomplish. In the next row, you have the days of the week. Starts with Monday, goes to Sunday. These are your daily tasks. These are things that have to get done on that particular day. And sometimes, you might see, oh, you know what, I got nothing on Saturday, so I'm going to take my, paint the guest room and put it there on Saturday. So that's how the bigger subjects get moved down into the little bit more detailed weekly plan. The final row, you have from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., and that's when you plan. Hey, Steve. That's when you plan your specific meetings, appointments. So if you have a medical appointment for one of your kids, you put 11 a.m. medical appointment. Or if you have a meeting at work, 2 p.m. work meeting about whatever. So it is a very, very useful tool. It starts with the general, and then it kind of flows down into the more detailed, specific times for appointments. So you start with your broad strategic plan. These are things you want to accomplish over a longer period of time. Then you go down to your objectives that you're going to be shooting for each day, and then you have your targets. These are specific times when you're going to get things done. So as a single dad, this is an incredible tool because one of the stressors for me is, oh no, am I going to forget about something important? Is there something a couple of weeks from now that I have to get done, or is there something on a particular day that needs to get done? And you don't want to forget about these things, and it causes a lot of stress. Like, oh, I'm going to forget, because if it's not written down, usually I'm going to forget. So with the planner pad, I can rely on this, and I take it everywhere. So if I come up with an idea, like something I want to finish, in a couple of days, a couple of weeks, I put it down on my big topics. If it's something that needs to get done on a particular day, it goes there. Or if I make an appointment for something that needs to get done, it's put down, as a meeting or an appointment at a specific time. Indispensable tool. I probably would just be a complete, hot mess without my planner pad. So this is, the beginning of my series on single dad life, and today's topic is time management. And again, time management is critical. When you're dealing with little kids and you're trying to balance your work and your life, you really got to take charge of time. And we're going to probably do some more in this series on time management, and I'm going to continue. I'm going to try to do something almost every day, going live or doing a video, so that you guys can hopefully avoid some of the pain that I went through, and manage your life a little bit better. Anyway, I will be seeing you all soon.